Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, citations gain additional capability, more bad VIP TFR news from South Florida, and the National Aeromodeling Championships 2017 are open for registration. Hello, I'm Christopher C. Odom. It's March 6, 2017, and this month I'm celebrating my 100th episode of Airborne Unlimited. I'd like to thank A&N for the opportunity and the general aviation community for having me. The FAA and EASA have approved steep approach certification for both the Cessna Citation Sovereign Plus and the Cessna Citation Latitude, adding more operational capability to the midsize bizjets. With steep approach certification allowing these aircraft to track approach angles of up to 6.65 degrees, the Sovereign Plus and Latitude can now operate in and out of European destinations such as London City Airport and Lugano Airport in Switzerland. Rob Scholl, Senior Vice President, Sales and Marketing, said, "This steep approach certification for the Sovereign Plus and Latitude further enhances the advanced capability of these industry-leading aircraft, particularly for customers flying in Europe where terrain or environmental regulations often require the increased capability." Due to its downtown location next to London's financial district, London City Airport is one of the more prominent business destinations in Europe, but requires aircraft use a steeper 5.5 degree approach due to environmental regulations, compared to a more typical airport approach of 3.0 degrees. With certification, Citation Latitude and Sovereign Plus, customers can enjoy direct access out of LCY to as far as Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and St. John's, Canada. While GA doesn't have enough bad press on its hands, with the media all too willing to offer up negative stories at every turn, it certainly makes no sense for we flyers to make it easier for them, and dozens of us have done just that. At least 27 pilots have violated VIP TFRs during visits by President Donald Trump to Mar-a-Lago in the early days of the presidency, according to the fun folks from NORAD and the FAA. According to the FAA, there were 10 TFR incursions during the weekend of February 3rd through 5th, 3 during February 10th through 12th, and 14th during a visit during the President's Day weekend. NORAD adds that at least 7 of the pilots who violated the TFR during President's Day weekend and 3 more on the 2 earlier weekends were intercepted by military aircraft. The TFRs effectively close Lantana Airport when Trump visits his Florida home. The airport normally sees about 200 operations per day, and local businesses have implored the Secret Service to tweak the rules so they can conduct business to some extent when Trump is in town. The Secret Service has promised to look at the situation. After the break, the Model Aviation Nationals are coming soon.
Explore no-limits flying in the FAA-certified Sea Ray Amphibious LSA, one of the top 3 best-selling LSAs in the U.S. Progressive Aerodyne Sea Ray comes equipped with a Rotax engine and exhibits extraordinary handling on land, water, and in the air. Check it out at www.searay.com.
Since the early days of powered flight, pilots have struggled with landing in crosswinds. In fact, crosswinds and wind gusts cause more landing accidents than fog, thunderstorms, and icing combined. That's where the Redbird X-Wind SE comes in. By placing pilots in gusty crosswind conditions for extended periods of time, the X-Wind SE gives instructors all the time they need to teach the pilot the proper techniques for landing in crosswind conditions. For more information on Redbird X-Wind SE and Redbird's entire line of flight training devices, visit www.redbirdflightsimulations.com.
Build and fly with the most exciting line of kit aircraft on the market, the Sonex Aircraft B models. The B models offer more room and comfort, more fuel, more panel space, more engine choices, and the same great Sonex Aircraft flight characteristics. Learn more at sonexaircraft.com.
Welcome back. If you'd like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. Registration for the 2017 Indoor and Outdoor Model Aircraft NATS are now open. You can register for this year's competition by visiting the NATS website to download a form at anablog.modelaircraft.org/nats. The free flight indoor events will once again be held in Rantoul, Illinois at the Rantoul National Aviation Center, Village of Rantoul, Hangar Number 3. New this year, the NSRCA will be hosting the RC Aerobatics 2017 NATS in Blytheville, Arkansas, July 25th through 29th at Eaker Air Force Base. All other outdoor competition will take place at the International Aeromodeling Center in Muncie, Indiana from June 23rd through August 3rd. ANN hopes to drop by and feature some of the action as our schedule permits. We hope to see you there. Each week we share with you an online video that one of our viewers found especially entertaining. We call it our Aero Video of the Week.
Final liftoff of Atlanta.
There are ways to cool off, and there are ways to cool off. But a beach skydive from a Robinson Raven 2 helicopter sure seems like a great way to enjoy a nice day. Search Navarre Beach Helicopter Jump on YouTube. After these messages, another politician overreacts to rumored drone issues.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
The Bristol Light Sport aircraft is what you are looking for. The Bristol is wider than a Cirrus, faster than a Skyhawk, offers more storage than a Husky, and comes standard with Garmin avionics. So what are you waiting for? Visit Bristol.com to find out how you can get into a Bristol today.
With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing a few of those other great stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Aviation critic reactionary and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer plans to push for language in the upcoming FAA reauthorization bill to require geo-fencing for consumer drones. Schumer made the pitch after a drone allegedly smashed through the window of a 27th floor apartment in Manhattan last week. The geo-fencing would create no-fly zones. 4 instructors have renewed their Master Instructor designation in the month of February. All obtained their designation through the Master Instructor Fluid Review program online. Professional aviation educators who earned or renewed their master title during February 2017 are Floyd Cliff Chetwin, Master CFI, Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Drew David Chatia, Master CFI, Blackhawk, Colorado. Judy Ann Phelps, Master CFI Aerobatics, Santa Paula, California, and Richard L. Rich Stowell, Jr., Master CFI Aerobatic, McCall, Idaho. QinetiQ has signed a deal for 4 Airbus H-125 helicopters to modernize the Empire Test Pilot school fleet. Worth approximately $18.4 million, the deal has Airbus Helicopters UK design team upgrading the Garmin G500 equipped aircraft with, among other capabilities, a 3-axis autopilot, dedicated communications equipment, and traffic awareness systems, in addition to a flight test instrumentation suite. Drone Aviation Holding Corp. has reportedly completed the integration of government-furnished ISR equipment supporting the simultaneous use of communications and optical payload packages onto the Winch Aerostat Small Platform Tactical Aerostat under its most recent contract award from the DoD. The FAA will hold 11 public information workshops in April and May 2017 on proposed airspace improvements over Denver. The improvements are part of the Denver Metroplex project, which proposes to use streamlined satellite navigation to move air traffic more safely and efficiently. Existing air routes may be modified with new satellite-based navigation. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch now. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Lilly Robotics was at one time one of the drone companies everybody was watching, especially after crowdfunding some $38.4 million. From nearly 61,500 pre-orders for their toss and shoot flying camera. Then the bottom fell out, and now the company has filed for bankruptcy. The company has filed for protection so that it can sell its technology in an orderly way and provide refunds to those who had pre-ordered the drone. In court filings, Chief Restructuring Officer Curtis Solzvig said that Lilly's goal now is a competitive auction based on alleged interest in the intellectual property for its technology. Solzvig said that the company hopes that the auction can be held soon so as to avoid potential loss of value to the intellectual property if it goes stale. Lilly says it has arranged for a $3 million bankruptcy loan subject to court approval. The company claims that access to post-petition capital is necessary to enhance the debtor's liquidity, provide necessary capital during the pendency of this Chapter 11 case, and provide customers, employees, and other interested parties confidence that the debtor has sufficient resources available to organize a successful sale process and be able to refund customers in an orderly manner. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited stream daily, Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe. And do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest in aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. We'll see you tomorrow.